Hey Yorba Linda, are you looking for a place to have a great time, have some great food, and great cocktails? Well then, today's episode is for you. If this is the first time you're tuning into the show, hi, I'm Josh Alexander, your local Yorba Linda real estate agent and host of Discover Yorba Linda, your one-stop shop for all things Yorba Linda. So whether you already live in this city or you're thinking of moving here, if you want to learn more about it, make sure you hit that subscribe button. So on today's episode, I'm sitting down with Tony, the owner of The Blind Pig, which is located in the Yorba Linda Town Center. We're going to go over a little background about himself, how he came up with the Blind Pig concept, as well as why he chose to open it in Yorba Linda. So let's go ahead and get into it. Everybody, welcome back to the show. So today I am here with Tony, the owner of The Blind Pig. So Tony, thanks for welcoming into this great place and thanks for being on the show today.
I appreciate it. Thanks for coming in.
Absolutely. So the first question that I always have is I want to get to know a little bit about you. So the background before you got into the restaurant industry, kind of what got you there. Okay. If you can just kind of go over just a little brief history of yourself.
Yeah, of course. I've always been interested in hospitality industry. Growing up, I have stories about my parents telling me that I talked about opening up my own restaurant when I was like 4 or 5 years old. Yep. I think the oldest story they say is a server came up to us, our waiter, because back then we called them waiters, came up and I asked them, like, why do they call them waiters when we do all the waiting? Because we want fast service, we want good fast service, great hospitality. But it started, like I said, it started at a young age. As I got older, I went to business school at Arizona State, got a business management degree. And at that time, I thought I wanted to do more nightclubs. I thought I wanted to be in the nightclub industry. I was young, I was having fun. So after college, I went to Las Vegas. I did a small stint up there. I did some promoting, some hostessing for Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. So after about a year there, I kind of started getting burnt out. I was like, this is not the lifestyle I want. I was tired of starting my nights at 10 p.m. every day. I was like, it's not for me.
I can see that get old pretty
quickly, it got old really quick.
It's fun going out to party, but actually running it and going through there.
Yeah, the thought of it was a lot more fun than actually doing it.
Exactly.
So came home, started just kind of working random jobs here, and an opportunity came to open up a little spot in my local city that I grew up in, Rancho Santa Margarita. A great little location overlooking the RSM Lake. Was available. And at the time when I got into it, I was like, we're gonna do like a modernized dive bar. So food wasn't even kind of a thought. We were just gonna do drinks and good times, kind of like almost like a nightclub scene, but way more relaxed, right? So that halfway point. And then as we were in the hiring process, we found like a really great chef and a really great bartender. And I didn't have a lot of experience, so my motto at the time, and still really is knowing what I don't know, hiring people that know more than me, and listening to them. It's crazy, right?
Best way to do business.
6-7 months later, we opened the restaurant, and all of a sudden I had like a full food menu, and I was opening up a full service restaurant. I was like, oh crap, what did I get myself into? I was 26 at the time.
Wow.
So I was pretty young, just kind of learning one day at a time, and listening to the people that I worked with and reading up on stuff and talking to people around town that other business owners that helped me out with some stuff. And some I like to say it was like a bad decision that ended up working out.
Well, that's always the best way it happens. Just a little bit about the actual Blind Pig. So if people have not been here yet, you've been around for a little while now, but if they haven't stopped by, what can people expect when they walk in here? What's the kind of vibe that you're going for when people walk in?
For us, it's a nice place. You can see it's very high end as far as decor goes. Our food is high quality food. We make everything from scratch. Our craft cocktails, same thing, right? But it's a nice, casual, relaxed vibe. So it kind of goes back to that original like modernized dive bar sense of that idea we had. We wanted to create a spot where you can go to a nice place, but still like feel laid back, have fun, be social, not really worry about having to whisper at your table, but enjoy really good food and really good drinks.
Gotcha. Yeah, and I come here often, and I come here for the food. My wife comes here for the cocktails, so it's a great combination. So in terms of if someone's never been here before, can you kind of give them maybe some suggestions on either your most popular dishes or dishes that you really like here that they should maybe try when they come in?
That's tough. Well, we changed our menu seasonally. So we have some favorites that stay on the menu. You know, the classic cheeseburger has been there forever. People love it. Some of our sandwiches as well, kind of our mainstays. We have one dish. It's the what's our ragu pasta that's on right now is amazing. One of my all-time favorites, though, I like that the chicken karaage appetizer is like it's hard to beat. You know, it's just grilled, fried perfectly, and a little like wasabi aioli to it, so it has a little bit of Japanese flavor to it. But it's a nice little munchie before your main meal. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so when you have seasonal updates, are you doing it so like every 3 months you have a completely new menu? It sounds like you have a few of the kind of staples in here, and then if someone comes in, maybe every few months they can expect some different things on the menu.
Yeah, so we try to keep it fresh for our locals, you know, so somebody that comes in all the time that might get tired of the same menu all the time, we want to kind of create some variability to it. So we say seasonal because we want to keep that seasonal ingredients fresh, but sometimes we change menus even more often, you know, like menu items. So, you know, a month in if something's not working or the chef, you know, gets a wild hair and wants to try something new, we just change it. You know, we have a lot of fun in the kitchen, and it's all about kind of innovating and trying new things. But we also try not to take away some of the staples. So another staple we have is our filet mignon. It's going to be on the menu forever. You know, and one of the sides that's our most popular side with that is our fried rice. So it's not a traditional side of a steak, but it's pretty good. Where it's like that's never going to go away. Those options.
Okay, and then the hours you have here, so they're a little bit unique in terms of just you're not open from morning to night every night. So if people want to come stop by here, what are your normal hours that you operate?
Our normal hours, we're closed on Mondays. So on the weekdays, Tuesday through Friday, we're open from 4 p.m. to close. It typically is a little bit different. Fridays are going to be a little bit later, around 11 p.m. And the weekdays are 10 p.m. You know, happy hour from 4 to 6. We have some discounted food prices and drinks. And then on the weekends is when we do kind of our lunch brunch specials in the morning from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And then our dinner menu starts at 5 p.m. I want to be clear about that. We have happy hour options from 4 to 6, but the main dinner menu starts at 5. And so what that allows us to do is it allows our kitchen to get everything prepped. You know, we do, like I said, we do a lot of stuff from scratch. So there's a big prep intensive kitchen. So when we do food all day from like 11 to 3, we've got to switch. So we've got to switch kitchen, we've got to prep new items, so we need a little bit of space. So we have that happy hour menu, a small amount of items available for a discount while we're turning the kitchen around. Allows us to be at our best for when you come in at 5 and be ready to serve and be ready to, you know, get the food out on time with good quality and give you as many good options as we can.
Perfect. And then when you are the restaurant in general, so you have a bunch of outdoor seating available, heaters out there, are like pets and dogs allowed on the patio area?
We've got even little Blind Pig logo dog bowls that will fill up with water, and so they stay hydrated, which is very important. And you can take them home with you, and they come with a little strap you can put on the leash. So very pro dog.
It's always a big question people have: is this dog friendly, or have patio seating enough for them? So
definitely dog friendly. I mean, you could bring your cat if you want. I guess.
I'm not sure how well that would go, but
don't see it often. You don't see it often.
Okay, so you started in Rancho Santa Margarita. What made you kind of want to open a second shop down here in Yorba Linda? What kind of drew you to the Yorba Linda area?
Yeah, it's a good question. You know, Yorba Linda wasn't initially on the radar when we were looking for spots. And, you know, we kept our mind open looking throughout Orange County. I mean, that was something important to us, is we wanted to stay in Orange County, and we wanted it to be far enough away where we weren't cannibalizing Rancho Santa Margarita. And Yorba Linda Town Center was being built from scratch. We knew Bristol Farms was coming in, we knew the theater was coming in, and as I visited this area, you know, I really fell in love with the city, and the community feel to it.
Yeah.
It actually reminded me a lot of Rancho Santa Margarita in that sense. So it was kind of like, well, we've got Southern OC locked down, so let's get Northern Orange County locked down too. And I'm super happy with the decision. I mean, Yorba Linda community has treated us right, and they've been super friendly to us, and I'm just thankful that they, come in and support our business.
All right. So you heard that here. If you haven't stopped by to try a blind pig, or even if you have, again, like he was saying, there are a bunch of new menu items added all the time. So make sure you stop by today, check it out, try it out, and I promise you won't be disappointed. So again, everybody, thank you for watching today. And until next show, stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.